Hey there, buddy. For today's video, let me share with you the best guide for Singed on Wild Rift. I paused creating gameplay videos for a while because I'm doing this freaking guide video for Singed. Listen, 60% of Singed players don't know how to play him the right way. So don't miss every single moment I'm going to share with you guys, especially to all beginner players.
Okay.
First, I'm going to share with you the abilities of our champ Singed. So his passive is called Noxious Slipstream. Singed drafts off nearby champions, gaining a burst of move speed when passing them. Any champion you pass it's either your ally or enemy, you're going to gain movement speed. This passive is very useful in team fights, especially when spreading his first ability. Speaking of his first ability, it is called the Poison Trail. This is the reason why many players called him a very toxic champ. Leaves a trail of poison behind Singed, dealing damage to enemies caught in the path. This is the main source of damage for him. And let's go to his second ability. It is called the Mega Adhesive. Throws a vial of Mega Adhesive on the ground, slowing and grounding enemies who walk on it. So this ability is so very useful on Singed. When chasing a low health enemy and defensively, you can use this to slow them once they chase you back. Mega Adhesive also deals magic damage. Thanks to the rework of Singed, now it can interrupt the recall of the enemy to the base. The third and the most badass ability of Singed is this. No, not that! Here's the real fling, not the previous one. Damages target enemy unit and flings them into the air behind Singed. If the target lands in his Mega Adhesive, they are also rooted. The combo of Mega Adhesive and Fling is the key to mastering the Mad Chemist. Perfecting this combo is essential. If you can't execute it consistently, you'll struggle to win games and risk losing your rank in Wild Rift. This combo is extremely effective against aggressive players who tend to chase you even under your turret. You can use it to turn the tables and punish them and get a free kill. Let's do the tutorial on how to execute this combo. First, I use the Mega Adhesive, then I use the Fling towards the Mega Adhesive to make the enemy rooted, so on and so forth. This is so very easy, guys. Even a cat can do this wombo combo. I'm so sorry, kitty. Have you learned the combo now? If yes, please like and subscribe this video for more videos just like these in the future. And if you really do, thank you very much. Now that we discussed his passive ability, first to third ability, now we are going to explain his ultimate. It is called the Insanity Potion. Singed drinks a potent brew of chemicals, granting him increased combat stats. And the good thing about this, it makes his Poison Trail apply Grievous Wound. So you don't need to buy a Grievous Wound items like Morellonomicon or Thornmail or maybe Mortal Reminder. Or maybe a Chempunk Chainsword? What the...
What?
Anyways, the ultimate of Singed enhanced your stats. Like your armor, MR, or the magic resist, the movement speed, the magic damage. And guys, please take note of this. Once you hit his ult, it will regenerate his HP and his mana. Even you're not in combat, you can use it because it helps you stay longer in fight, and it has a lower cooldown reduction. Now, we're going to choose the best items for Singed. First, we need to pick what boots Singed needed on Wild Rift. I always choose defensive boots on Singed like plated steel caps and the Mercury threads. If the team has a lot of AD champs pick plated steel caps, then if there's mages pick the Mercury. Sounds easy, right? But if you go super aggressive, then pick the boots of mana. It doesn't only give you magic penetration, but it regenerates your mana by 150%. Then this boots has a unique passive called Big Bully. It gives you plus 18 AD against enemy minions. Then we have other choices of boots left. Pick any of this if you go trolling your game. Alright, so we're going to pick the best enchants for Singed. There's a lot of them, but I'm going to pick only 3 that works well for Singed. The first one is Glorious Enchant. Once activated, it boosts your speed for 4 seconds, then afterwards it creates a shockwave that makes enemies slow. And it grants 20% tenacity and 20% slow resist for 3 seconds. I like this item personally because it makes me so fast. making Singed easy to escape when things getting worse, just like your ex. She left you when she felt things getting worse. Next on our list is Protobelt. Dash forward and unleash a cone of missiles that deals 70 magic damage. Upon hitting the target, reduce the target's magic resist by 30% for 3 seconds. I like Protobelt because of its unpredictable style of play, and the combination of Protobelt plus a fling to Mega Adhesive that makes your enemy rooted. This is a lethal move for Singed, mark my words, bro. Then here we go on our third choice for enchants. This item is called Gargoyle. This enchant is commonly used by tanks. You get a shield worth 20% of your maximum HP, and every bonus armor, or MR, increases the shield by 0.1% and a maximum of 35%. And for every enemies nearby, it increases your shield also. So this item works very well for tank Singed, but if you buy Gargoyle on a full AP Singed, you're very stupid. Then I'm going to share with you the magic items for Singed. I always use this items for Singed, so if you're planning on copying this, no worries, I won't stop you. Here's the list of our AP items. First is the Rylai's Crystal Scepter. This item works well for Singed due to its slowing effect on his poisonous trail, freezing the enemies while poisoning them. Very lethal synergy, plus it gives Singed 300 HP that makes him tankier. Next item is Liandry's Torment. This item is an essential item for Singed due to its burning effect against enemies who steps on his poison. Guys, don't skip this item on Singed, it makes him so very toxic and hazardous. Next item on Singed is the Rod of Ages. ROA is a scaling item, works so good on Singed. If you want to become stronger over time, this item is for you. And Rod of Ages helps you sustain in fights during laning phase because it can recover your lost mana and HP. Overall, best balanced item on Singed. That's my top 3 AP items for Singed. Do you have your best magic items for Singed? Why not share it with us? Just comment it below, thanks. And now we're going to Singed defensive items. Actually, all of defensive items works great for Singed. It depends on the matchup. But that brings us to the next point, the one most people miss. The item that always forgotten and disrespected. It's the Zeke's Convergence. Many of you do not know that this item's so good, not just for Singed, but to all tank supports. Zeke's Convergence boosts your defense, gives you cooldown reduction, and when you use your ultimate, it creates a combo effect that slows enemies and amplifies your allies' damage. Perfect for team coordination and crowd control. Next item is the Amaranth's Twin Guard. This item gives you armor, MR, and health. The longer you stay in combat, the more defenses you gain, turning you into an unkillable wall in team fights. I like this item so much that it makes me grow bigger in fights. Plus it gives you tenacity and slow resist that makes him so unkillable. And here are some of the best items for Singed. Please take note to all of this. The Dead Man's Plate, Mantle of 12th Hour, Force of Nature, Yordle's Trap, Dawn Shroud, Radiant Virtue, and Randuin's Omen. If you feel like I missed some of the defensive items for Singed, feel free to comment it below. We are now done with the best items for Singed. Now let's deal with the runes. For Keystones, we always pick Phase Rush because hitting a champion with 3 separate attacks or abilities within 3 seconds grants movement speed, 25 ability haste, and reduces your current basic ability cooldowns by 20%. Next is Conqueror Keystone. When you deal damage to enemy champions with basic attacks or abilities, you gain stacks of Conqueror. Why it's good on Singed? Singed constantly deals damage over time through his poison trail while running around enemies. That means he can easily and quickly stack Conqueror just by keeping enemies inside his poison. And for support Singed, the best keystone is the Glacial Augment due to its slowing effect against enemies. Guys, if you're still watching this video right now, thank you so much, and I really appreciate your time and effort for watching my video. Always remember that it motivates me. Every time I see that my videos got views, even a little views, it always makes me inspired and not thinking of quitting. And again, thanks so much to all my fans and a huge shout out to all of you. We're not done with the runes, and let's pick the best minor runes for Singed. Resolve and Inspiration works good for Singed, and here's the combination of it. I call this one Ultimate Obsession.
On my way. I hear you.
This is my example of domination and precision rune, guys. I forgot this one, the Speed Maniac Singed.
It's nearly time.
I'm going to help you on choosing the right spells for Singed. Watch this and please take note.
To shake or not to shake. I hear you.
So guys, that's the end of our guide for Singed. If you learned a lot from this video, please like this and subscribe to my channel, Strange Man Wild Rift. Until next time, goodbye.